Hey, we are backstage at Radio 105.7's Holiday Spectacular with ex-ambassadors.
What's going on, yo?
Or at least the better part
Well,
of it.
Yeah.
that's what we think.
Yeah.
I got Adam sick with a cold, so he's running to the CVS to get some.
At least
Right.
that's
Get some
an
meds.
excuse this time.
Because you're sick as well. So
I'm
it's gonna be a
sick.
great
Yeah,
show.
I know. I know.
just all really sick individuals.
I'm gonna pull through. At this point, we have done so many shows where I've been sick.
Oh, yeah.
That I've figured out certain ways to like work around it, and
You put the microphone out on the high notes. I've seen artists do that. And I'm like, you're sick.
No,
aren't you?
I can still bring it. I can still bring it. I was singing earlier today, and I take pretty good care of myself.
Yeah.
And to take pretty good care of my voice, so in situations like this, I'm still gonna be all right.
I've caught you a few times when you're like, I want vocal rest, and I'm like, Sam, you hate me. Is that why you won't talk to me? I mean, if you're just on vocal rest when I see, I get it.
Yeah, exactly.
I think the first time I met you guys, you were sick.
I was. Yeah, no, I was at the basement of the Milk Boy in Philly.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
I was totally.
And I was like,
totally.
I was
sick.
like, I want your band to come to our station.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you were like, that's cool, but I'm sick. And
I know.
But
Oh,
I
my
remember
God.
then being like, but your voice is blowing my mind. If this is you sick, I need to see you on a good day.
Thank you.
Well, look, let's dig into this new album.
Yeah, let's do it.
Wait, let me ask you. Maybe I'm being presumptuous. EP or album?
It's gonna be an album.
Okay.
It's an album. Yeah.
In fact, we have
full
a
length.
real hard time cutting it down to a full-length album's length of songs.
Really?
We've been writing songs, I don't know, pretty much continuously since, definitely since we put out the last record, and especially since last September or October. And we've got a lot of material.
We're still in that kind of phase right now of like whittling down the record, and we have so many songs. We might, who knows? We might do an EP after we release the record, like a year later or something like that.
Yeah.
I know, a bunch of other people are doing stuff like that nowadays. So.
Well, and you mentioned the previous album, Casey. One of the things that I loved about VHS was how it was set up as a concept album and using the audio, the VHS audio. I just thought that was so very cool, how it told the story. Are you guys would this potentially be a concept album?
Yeah.
Oh,
it
really?
is. It fully is.
Slightly
Nice.
different format.
Okay.
But, definitely a concept album.
Yeah.
Definitely, with a continuous theme.
That's kind of what we're doing right now is figuring out what songs really fit this story that we're trying to tell. It's a story about overcoming certain adversities and overcoming like a misstep in a relationship. A close friend of mine is currently going through recovery and is dealing with addiction, and it was something that had a really, really deep impact on me, and a lot of the songs that I wrote ended up kind of being about that.
Right.
So it's that story, and it's kind of my attempt to communicate with my friend, who I haven't spoken to in a while, and in doing that and communicating, I also found myself kind of talking from both sides of the equation. So it's a story about that.
Where they're coming from.
Yeah, and I consider myself a very empathetic person, and I write from a place of empathy. Mm-hmm. And so it's a heavy record. It's really heavy, and I know that's because that's kind of like where I feel like our strengths are. We go in and we're not afraid to get emotional and to show our emotions and
Inconsolable.
Inconsolable, unsteady. Like these songs really,
and that's honestly, I love that you guys do that. I love bands that do that just go straight for the heart and speak about those things and that's why people get emotional at your shows when you play Unsteady, because they feel that inherently, but they can't say it. You're becoming the mouthpiece of so many people.
I've said this a lot, and this definitely is the case for this new record. I find that I write the best stuff when I end up feeling really uncomfortable about the stuff that I'm writing. If it makes me like, woo, this is like some personal stuff
Yeah.
that I'm putting out there, then I know it's good, even if it's very specific. The more kind of specific that you get, you see this in songwriters like Jason Isbell, who are like very, very detailed and specific. The more universal and it can be.
I totally believe that, and it ends up working out for the artist as well, because then you look at all these other people and you're like, oh, you get this too.
Yeah.
So without minimizing, I mean it honestly, it's like it becomes one giant group hug of going like, I get you.
It's a sharing of emotion.
Yeah. So this new album, where did you guys record? Who are you working with?
We recorded all over the place.
Everywhere and with everyone, pretty much.
Were you recording on the road?
Yeah, we did some recording on the road, but we did a lot of it in LA, where we're now based. So we got off tour and like had a minute to breathe and found ourselves immediately diving into this record. So
awesome.
we recorded at various studios all over the place and at a couple Airbnbs that we rented, just like
nice.
Yeah, I know. Plug for Airbnb right now.
Oh yeah.
We worked with Ryan Tedder.
Okay.
We worked with Oak from Pop and Oak. We did some stuff with S1, who's a big producer. He worked on some Kanye stuff and some Beyonce stuff, and we worked with Malay Ho, who did Frank Ocean's record, and Justin Tranter, who's a great writer.
Oh, that
and
guy.
Yeah, I know, he's amazing.
Semi-Precious Weapons, man.
Oh, I love him.
As soon as I heard that band, I was like, this guy.
I love him
that voice
so
is
much.
Crazy good.
Yeah, we've worked with some pretty amazing people. Rodney Jerkins.
Okay.
It's been quite a fun experience writing this record.
So when do you know when this album is coming out?
It's gonna come out, I think, like top of the year next year.
Early next year.
Okay.
Don't want to
So
give
we're
away too many
close.
details.
Of course.
Early-ish. I mean, we're again. There's so many moving parts, and the hardest thing about being, I think, an artist is the patience that you have to have. Yeah. For releases, it's like there's so many different variables in play, and unless you are the type of artist who can just decide when they're gonna put an album out and put the album out, and everyone in the world is gonna notice it and look
There's
at
only
it.
one Prince.
There's only one Prince.
Well,
one Beyonce. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like Queen Bee can do that.
Yeah.
We are not at that level yet.
Yeah.
These things take time.
They do.
Oh,
They
yeah.
do. Yeah.
And timing is critical with releases when you're at our level. You gotta,
Yeah, so hopefully like middle, top of the year next year.
Yeah.
Okay. We're definitely looking forward to it. Are you guys at a place where you're playing any of these songs
Oh
live
yeah,
yet?
we'll be playing a couple of new songs tonight.
Hell yes.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll get to hear
Okay.
it.
Awesome. All right. I'm totally looking forward to that. Well, since it is the Holiday Spectacular and your brothers,
Yeah.
favorite holiday memory. What you got?
Oh man, favorite holiday memory. That's an interesting. Let's see. I have to admit, I
Does it have to be Christmas or just any holiday in general? Because I have a great one. It's not Christmas.
Just hit me
though.
with
really?
hit me
Okay.
with your great one then.
All right,
I was
so
gonna
it's
think
4th of
Christmas, but you
July.
go for
This is 4th of July. Oh my God, I was maybe 8 or something. We had sparklers, and we were at our grandparents' place, and this is the first time I'd ever had a sparkler, and I was so stoked. I was really little. Casey didn't see me in front of him, and he poked me right in the back with a sparkler. And it burned straight through my jacket. It hurt so badly.
Oh my God.
And ever since then, every time anyone hands me a sparkler, I'm like, nah.
No, it's cool. It's cool.
I'm cool.
Oh, wow. What about you,
ruined
Casey?
that memory for life.
Casey's like, that was my favorite too.
I have to admit, that was a good one right there. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
loved it.
we are not a particular. I mean, we come from a partially Jewish household.
I was gonna say,
but,
you guys celebrate Hanukkah.
Yeah.
We celebrated Hanukkah and Christmas. We got best of
Oh.
both worlds.
Oh, yeah.
So
Nice.
we, that was always, I don't know, and a lot of it, blur together. But we always would have Christmas music going on, during the weeks leading up to Christmas, and then have the menorah sitting out on the table at the same time.
I don't think you can find any Jewish man like my father who loves Christmas music as much as he does. Like, he loves Christmas music.
It's so.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's like fully ingrained in
Christmas music, like Christmas classic movies, like It's a Wonderful Life. Too.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
all that stuff. He loves it. And he's,
Sorry, I interrupted you guys.
No worries. No, we just, we're one of those sort of families that gets a little sappy sometimes, But I don't think I can come up with a better one, though, than the Sparkler story, to be quite honest.
It's not a Christmas one. Our Christmases were pretty chill.
They were pretty positive and
Hanukkahs.
memorably unmemorable. If you
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, I'll give you my mother was horrified of fireworks, right?
Oh, yeah.
So my brother's in college, I'm in high school. We're old enough, And we're like, Mom, let's get some fireworks, right?
Yeah.
So we get some fireworks. She's staying in the house behind the storm
really?
door.
Oh,
So
wow.
she's just watching. And we're in the front yard, and I thought a black cat bottle rocket, was a sparkler.
Oh, no.
That thing went
onto
off in my face, on my hand.
Oh, my God.
My brother is studying medicine. He walks up very quietly, and he was like, it's dark, and he was like, are you all right, dude? And I was like, oh my God. And he was like, don't react. Can you see right now? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, don't let Mom know. Exactly. And I was just like,
you're fine.
I was like, I'm done. I'm going to go back inside.
I'm telling you, all these stories of fireworks ruined for kids because of older siblings.
That's it. All right. Well, cool, man. We're really looking forward to the album.
Thank you so much.
And
We're so excited to put this album out in the world and for you to hear it. I think it's really going to blow people's minds.
I can't wait to dig into it. And if that EP comes, we're all ears.
Yeah. That might come after. The album's coming next. That's what's coming next. For sure.
We will always be ready for new music from X Ambassadors, I'll tell you that. Well, look, thanks so much for playing tonight. We're looking forward to the set.
Yeah,
and X Ambassadors, keep an eye out for it. Backstage at Radio 105.7's Holiday Spectacular.
Thanks for having us.
All right.